Megyn Kelly made a name for herself as an outspoken contributor to several news shows, but plenty of her peers are now making waves by speaking out against her. Here's a look at some of the celebs who can't stand Megyn Kelly. When Kelly questioned then-candidate Donald Trump during the first Republican presidential primary debate in August 2015, he didn't even try to mask his contempt. When Kelly asked about Hillary Clinton's assertion that he was part of a war on women, Trump replied,
"And honestly, Megyn, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I've been very nice to you, although I could probably maybe not be based on the way you have treated me, but I wouldn't do that."
After the debate, Trump described Kelly's questions as vicious and unfair. On Twitter, he called her a bimbo and said that she was a lightweight who was highly overrated. Trump later tweeted, "Based on Megyn Kelly's conflict of interest and bias, she should not be allowed to be a moderator of the next debate." Trump and Kelly met again in 2016 for a one-on-one interview, and let's just say it was all sorts of awkward. The big story that broke after Kelly's interview with the cast of Will and Grace was the dust-up over her questionable joke to one of the show's superfans about his sexuality.
Now, listen, is it true that you became a lawyer and you became gay because of Will?
While the fan clearly didn't seem to take issue with Kelly's tone-deaf attempt at humor, actress Deborah Messing certainly did. When an Instagram commenter suggested the cast appearing on Kelly's show was a fail, Messing replied, "Honestly, I didn't know it was Megyn Kelly until that morning. The itinerary just said Today Show appearance. Regret going on, dismayed by her comments." Last Week Tonight with John Oliver specializes in long-form comedic editorials that focus on a single subject, but sometimes it only takes Oliver a few minutes to absolutely eviscerate a target, like he did with Kelly's claim that she hoped her new Today Show would be a unifying force for a world and a country that is incredibly divided right now. In an echo of his Daily Show alma mater, Oliver proved his point by stringing together a montage of her previously divisive work at Fox News. In under 2 minutes, he showed Kelly getting into heated arguments over controversial topics such as gay rights, her insistence that Santa Claus and Jesus Christ were white, the Black Lives Matter movement, and much more. Without actually uttering a word against her, Oliver may have expressed his disdain for Kelly more clearly than anyone else so far. On an episode of her show Full Frontal, host Samantha Bee poked fun at Megyn Kelly's attempt to wrangle the candidates during the first GOP presidential debate with her repeated and ineffectual use of the phrase, "stand by."
The world's toughest Megyn deployed her new safe word.
Okay, stand by, let him finish his point.
She's trying to get out of the case now because her case...
Stand by.
In an interview with the Santa Barbara Independent, Bee was all business. When asked how her work as an infotainer compares to the work of people like Kelly, specifically regarding the balance of truth to entertainment, Bee replied, "I think it can be two things at the same time. From my personal perspective, we're more on the analysis than the hysteria side of things. I think that there's a cynicism there, but I think the deeper cynicism is in tricking people and preying on people's gullibility to make a career for yourself. That's something I don't do and something I would never do." Ouch, someone called the burn unit. Kelly's on her way. Under Jon Stewart, The Daily Show basically became a nightly rebuke of pretty much everything Fox News did that day, with a particular emphasis on pointing out the perceived hypocrisies of the conservative network's talking heads. Having assumed hosting duties, comedian Trevor Noah has continued the tradition, at times taking aim directly at Kelly. In a particularly bruising segment about her long-awaited interview with Trump, the stand-up comedian and talk show host had some harsh, hilarious words to say about the ridiculous build-up surrounding the event.
This was sold as a bloodbath, but in the end it just turned out to be one of those couples baths that only exist in like the Cialis commercials. What is that?
Obviously, Noah felt Kelly was way too soft on Trump after the months of public ugliness between them. He even went as far to say,
"I can't believe this, but Megyn Kelly just got negged by Donald Trump."
In another attack on Kelly, Noah and Daily Show correspondent Michelle Wolf took her to task over her interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Wolf said,
"Maybe you thought doing this interview with Putin would be good because he's so skilled at making journalists vanish, but Maggie, we still see you."
Actress Jane Fonda found herself in an awkward spot after a Megyn Kelly Today interview went awry. There to promote her film Our Souls at Night, Fonda was caught off guard by Kelly's question about plastic surgery, which seemingly came out of nowhere.
Hey, I read that you said you're not proud to admit that you've had work done. Why not?
After serving a glare that could melt steel, Fonda asked Kelly a question of her own.
We really want to talk about that now?
Fonda would go on to throw shade in Kelly's direction during a few interviews before the talk show host's eventual retort, which she delivered live on her show in a scathing segment titled A Word on Jane Fonda. Kelly claimed to have no regrets about her interview with Fonda, saying,
"Nor am I in the market for a lesson from Jane Fonda on what is and is not appropriate."
Kelly really went for the dunk when she said Fonda's name is synonymous with outrage, unearthing the decades-old controversy over Fonda's remarks and actions during her protest of the Vietnam War. Yikes. Is it likely we'll ever see another live face-off between these two? Maybe. Do we absolutely want that to happen? You bet we do. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebrities are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.